Hi, hey, how you doing? My name is Raul, and first of all, I'm a developer, and I would like to tell you a little bit about what I've been doing. In fact, ever since I started working in development, I started supporting the materials management department, production planning, warehousing, and a little bit of everything in companies where I was working. So after I spent a couple of years working as a developer, I started supporting in materials management. I started to learn about production planning, about warehousing, and I started to get involved with the SAP system. So in 2001, I was invited to partake in an implementation. So I had to travel to New York City and spend some time in New York City. I was trained, and I was also working on data gathering. So we had a lot of meetings. We had to make a lot of decisions on how we wanted to design the system. So after that, I worked on configuration, on testing, on go live and post production support. So ever since I started getting more involved in the SAP, I attended the Academy for Materials Management, Production Planning, and Extended Warehouse Management. For every one of these academies, I spent about 120 hours. So it was an extensive training, and I had to do a lot of reading. I had to do a lot of research on various different things. So at the beginning, it wasn't easy. It was difficult, but I wanted to become an SAP consultant. And as you may know, to be an SAP consultant, you actually have to swim upstream, as it were, because if you have no experience whatsoever, there's no way you're gonna get a job. And I mean, how can you get the experience if you don't get a job? So that's me back then. So what I started to do is actually I got a job and I was doing support. I was just helping out with like help desk and resolutions and some small configuration changes and some additional support, small changes. And so after a few years, I started to get notice and get job offers from other companies in other different countries. But it wasn't easy at the beginning, but we can make it. It is possible, but we actually have to do a lot of reading. We have to have the passion to help other people to resolve their issues, and the only way for you to do it is by devoting yourself, putting a lot of time up front to make it happen, to get rid of some issues they have, and then make it happen. You really have to have that mindset to help other people to overcome their problems, to get rid of their problems, and actually fix their problems. That's how you become an SAP consultant. So you need to have the knowledge, you need to have the attitude, you need to make it happen, you need to support the people you are working for, you're working with, and that's only how you start measuring yourself, and you start you become an SAP consultant by actually supporting people and getting the knowledge. One thing I notice is I never stop learning. I've been in about 20 projects so far, and in every project I've been working for, I've learned a lot, and I've been in a position where I've come across this point this is one thing that I don't know how to do, and I have to find out how to do it, and I have to find out if there's any out-of-the-box functionality already out there that we could actually use to give a solution, or if we're talking about an enhancement, if we're talking about an SAP object that is very unique, that is very particular for this company, and then we have to work on an enhancement for which normally SAP functional consultants have to work on creating a functional spec to define the scope of the solution, what it is that we're going to fix and how we're going to do it. And then we can submit the functional spec for approval, and also after that for the SAP consultant to actually carry out the fix, to develop the program or the object so that the customer can actually have the solution. So that's just a little bit of the things that I have come across. I'm specialized in materials management, production planning, and extended warehouse management. If there's anything you think I can do for you, I would love to. My goal is to share my experience with you guys, and then if there's anything I can do, I would be glad to do it and contribute or help you to become an SAP consultant. So I know there are a lot of things we need to talk about, or I'll be talking about, but the bottom line is, how can you become an SAP consultant? How can you actually make it happen? Being a very, very close group of professionals, how can you really make it through and get to this market, get to this world? So I would like to share with you how I did it, and what is more, how you can be successful in doing this and make a career, make a professional career in this world. So once again, if you think you like this video, let me know. If you have any questions, doubts, or anything you'd like me to make a video for, let me know, and I'll be glad to do it. So thanks for watching.